Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, cloudy skies, 40 degrees on my barn thermometer. It is dry out there, but parts of the state receiving some mixed precipitation. The forecast looks like after today it will be turning much colder with a definite winter feel in the air. This quick programming note, be sure to tune in on Monday as we get an update from the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. Then on Tuesday during midday, Dale will be visiting with this year's Winning County Fair in the Farm Credit Mid-America Feed the Hungry, Stock the Trailer contest. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, preparing a Thanksgiving dinner this year will cost less than it did last year. Now it is still significantly more than before the pandemic. New research conducted by the American Farm Bureau Federation's annual survey shows the average cost of a meal for 10 people this year has gone down to $58.08. That works out to about $5.80 a person. Now the main cost factor in that is the turkey being the driver of that. Now a lot of stores will run specials, but if you take all those discounts off, according to the latest edition of the survey, the traditional turkey will account for 43% of that total dinner cost. Well, speaking of the turkey, USDA's Gary Crawford has some tips on how to preserve those leftovers.
Hopefully things went well for the big meal, and hopefully we followed some food safety recommendations during and after the meal, such as not leaving that turkey or other perishable foods out at room temperature for longer than 2 hours.
And that 2-hour time frame is going to be really key in preventing bacteria from getting to a dangerous level.
Meredith Carruthers with the Ag Department's Meat and Poultry Hotline says after 2 hours, any bacteria on the meat from the air, from people's hands, etc., could start to multiply, making leftovers a possible risk for food poisoning. She says hopefully after the meal, or even before, we sliced that turkey, got it into the refrigerator within that 2-hour time frame. So now we have turkey leftovers, and Carruthers says we need to eat or freeze those within 4 days. It's not that bacteria is the problem here, but
leftovers have a higher chance of starting to spoil after that time frame, and we really don't want anybody to eat spoiled food.
So after 4 days, freeze those turkey leftovers.
Then pull them out when you want a little bit of a Thanksgiving fix a few months later.
Yeah, Gary Crawford reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Thanks, Gary. Let's take a look now at your Thanksgiving Day weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com.
Precipitation is moving away here through the balance of your Thanksgiving Day, but colder air is blasting in. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a quick look at that Ohio forecast update. Taking a quick look at the ideas here as I want to head back to the table and pick up a little bit more turkey. But it does look like precipitation is moving east relatively easily. Clouds, they're pretty thick, but I think we see some breakup, particularly in northwest Ohio before the day is done. Bitter cold air starts to race in with strong north and northwest flow starting overnight tonight, going right on through tomorrow and the weekend. That sets us up with lake effect. A large part of that is going to be lake effect clouds and flurries anywhere in the state, but as you get close to the Lake Erie shoreline, especially in northeast Ohio, look out. We could see accumulations pretty easily over the next few days, well into next week. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. The Ohio Soybean Council Foundation is offering $47,000 in scholarships. The Ohio Soybean Council Foundation is announcing the opportunities for both undergraduate and graduate students for the 2025 and 2026 academic year. The scholarship program encourages undergraduate and graduate students at Ohio colleges and universities to pursue degrees in one of many academic fields that support the future of the soybean industry. That includes agriculture, business, communications, economics, education, engineering, science, and technology. Now, all applicants must be Ohio residents enrolled as full-time students at an Ohio college or university, having attained at least the sophomore status by the fall of 2025 with a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. And those eligible majors again include biology and biochemistry, bioengineering, molecular biology, chemistry, engineering, biotechnology, bioindustry, biofuels, food science, crop science, environmental science, ag communications, ag business, ag education, or any of the other agriculture disciplines or related fields. The deadline to apply is January 10th of 2025, and you can find the application and more details at soyohio.org/scholarship. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your market numbers after this.
Since 1926, Nationwide has been rooted in agriculture. Founded as the Farm Bureau Mutual Automobile Insurance Company with a mission to protect farmers and their communities, we honor our legacy by offering solutions that evolve with the complex needs of today's farms. As the leading insurer of America's farms and trusted by 8 farm bureaus for 100 years and counting, Nationwide is on your side. Number one insurer based on 2023 direct written premium per AM Best. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Well, the markets have been closed today due to the Thanksgiving holiday. Trade will resume, however, this evening with the overnight trades and, of course, going into tomorrow. But if we take a look back at Wednesday's close, December corn closed down 4 1/4 cents at $4.15 3/4. March corn was unchanged at $4.28 and May corn unchanged at $4.35 1/4. January soybeans closed up 5 1/4 cents at $9.88 3/4. Your March soybeans closed up 3 cents at $9.97, and May soybeans were up 2 1/4 at $10.10 3/4. Wheat for December closed the day down 1 3/4 at $5.37 3/4. The July 25 new crop was down 9 1/4 at $5.65 3/4. December live cattle ended the day up $1.10 at $188 even. December lean hogs closed down 70 cents at $82.40. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is the Ohio AgNet.